Greetings and thank you for watching. Today I wanted to talk to you about this little but very important but widely overlooked book outside philosophy. It's called Empiricism and the Philosophy of Mind by Wilfrid Sellars. This book was originally published as a chapter in 1956 in volume 1 of the Minnesota Studies in the Philosophy of Science, edited by Herbert Feigl and Michael Scriven. And it's a very long chapter, as you can see, as a chapter, but long enough to warrant a publication as a separate book. And this particular edition is from Harvard University Press, Cambridge, Massachusetts, 1997. And it has an introduction by Richard Rorty, very famous. And there's a study guide also by Robert Brandon. So it's a great edition. It's a very important book. In fact, when you read this title, Empiricism and the Philosophy of Mind, what's going on there? Well, it turns out that the two are very, very closely related. And that's one of the main points of Wilfrid Sellars in this book. He is one of the most important 20th century American philosophers. And I'm going to read some portions of it. He starts the section 1 entitled An Ambiguity in Sense Datum or Datum Theories. So here he's focusing on modern forms of empiricism, not necessarily those that are very familiar to many of us, often labeled as British empiricism, although certainly British empiricism is part of it, is an important historical precursor of the form of empiricism, more a modern form of empiricism that Sellars focuses on here. And that form is often known as sense datum or sense datum theories. And he says, he starts like this: I presume that no philosopher who has attacked the philosophical idea of givenness, or to use the Hegelian term, immediacy, has intended to deny that there is a difference between inferring that something is the case and, for example, seeing it to be the case. The term given referred merely to what is observed as being observed, or perhaps to a proper subset of the things we are set to determine by observation. The existence of data would be as non-controversial as the existence of philosophical perplexities. But of course, this just isn't so. The phrase "the given," as a piece of professional epistemological shop talk, carries a substantial theoretical commitment, and one can deny that there are data or that anything is in this sense given without flying in the face of reason. So that's the first paragraph of the chapter or the book. So this book is famously or infamously difficult to read, but intuitively, very intuitively and very generally, what Sellars does here is to criticize very strongly the idea, the empiricist idea of the given, or immediacy, the idea that we have a direct knowledge by observation. So highly recommend it. You have to read it very, very patiently. Thank you. Take care. Be well, and see you next time.